In this video, we continue our road trip south along the eastern seaboard from Hualien to the coastal city of Taitung in southeastern Taiwan. So we're leaving Hualien and happened upon this Starbucks made up of 29 container ships. The east coast of Taiwan is a rugged and remote region of understated beauty that afforded us some awesome ocean vistas, verdant valleys with spectacular mountain scenery. We started down the coastal highway 11 to Shidiping, then turned inland and continued south along Highway 9 through the East Rift Valley. From there we made overnight stops in Ruisui and Chishang on our way to Taitung. Heading south from Hualien, we stopped at the Bucky Lookout. Say hello to everyone.
Hello, YouTube.
So we're now at Jichi Beach. Here we are at the Shidiping Scenic Recreation Area. Over the millennia, the sea has beat relentlessly upon the shoreline, creating the awesome scenery you see here. The shoreline was formed when volcanic rock, worn smooth by sea erosion, was uplifted in layers that resemble stone steps. It was a calm day and there was a group snorkeling over a reef in one of the rocky coves. The rocky bottom must have made for good fishing, as there were quite a few people with poles in hand. A little sculpture garden here on the beach. Pretty cool.
For the next 48 minutes, it looks like this is the road we're on that's going to get us up through this mountain pass over to the valley.
Whoa.
Just better not be a truck coming around one of these.
Whoa. Wow.
Whose idea was this?
You can bet it wasn't mine.
Thank God for those mirrors. Oh man, look at this. This was like a landslide.
Wow. To the east of the Central Mountain Range live an indigenous ethnic group called the Amis. We would have liked to explore their unique culture and traditions, but had a lot of ground to cover. Maybe next time. The Silence Manor B&B in Ruisui. The sign out front kind of says it all. It says, "Pause your brain, stress-free zone." So we decided to stay here for a couple of days and do just that. Our room even comes with its own private hot spring hot tub. So that's kind of relaxing.
As we got south, things got a lot less touristed. It's a lot more sparse. The roads were basically empty. The mountains to the right were dramatic. The Pacific Ocean to the left, more dramatic. Every turn was, I just wish we had our motorcycle here with us.
What you got there, Bob?
A lobster with a pasta with some kind of red sauce. That's absolutely delicious. And yours?
Risotto with scallop and grilled squid that is maybe even more delicious. After dinner, we grabbed drinks at the patio bar and closed out the day with some of the other guests around the fire pit. Morning was pretty mellow here in the valley.
Here we are for our last and final breakfast at Silence Manor Resort. We'd have loved to have stayed for a little bit longer, but it is a holiday weekend and all the good places are solidly booked up. We did a little research and found the B&B about an hour south of here. We're gonna go give that a try. Hopefully that works out. So about an hour, we're on the road again.
But not before we take one last hot spring tub in our room. There were a few places that looked like interesting stops on the way from Ruisui to Chishang. The morning drive through the valley was delightful. First up was Yuli, about a half-hour drive down Route 9. One of the attractions in Yuli was the Chishang Iron Bridge. The green fields of rice made a dramatic backdrop to the rust-red bridge. Next, we headed to the Nan-An waterfalls. And here we are, the Nan-An Falls, just outside of Yuli.
So we were on the other side of this valley in those mountains for the waterfall that we just came from. And we're heading to
60 Stone Mountain to see the flowers.
hopefully the flowers are in bloom.
A roadblock, because we can't get to the top of 60 Stone Mountain. A scenic spot on a different way up to 60 Stone Mountain. As we entered Chishang, there were hawkers touting rental bicycles. Including these electric family bikes with roofs in various shapes and sizes. The town had a touristic vibe, so we decided to spend just one night here and continue on to Taitung the next morning.
Here we are, it's morning at a B&B in the town of Taitung. It's not the B&B that we had reserved. We showed up there and the place was absolutely disgusting. So we scrambled and lucked out and found a place. It's a nice place up in the hills. It's rustic, but very clean, very well maintained. Not going to win any decorator awards, but everything inside is nice and functional, spacious, airy. The shower's great. The air conditioning's great. The guy that owns the place obviously takes some pride in his B&B. And we just had a wonderful night here.
So we heard they had a great breakfast here. This is in bamboo. It's a rice dish. And then we have a plate that was brought to us with a quiche and a noodle dish and a vegetable and a pork. This purple is a sweet potato porridge. And then amazing looking fruit platter. So the breakfast definitely did not disappoint, nor did that view in the valley. Not a bad way to start a day. Central Taitung. So this is the view from the 15th floor room that we got at the Sheraton in Taitung. We got ocean.
Shabu for lunch. Our first day in Taitung.
We decided to check out the beach and see if there were any surfable waves. Not much surf, and the wind, while gentle, was onshore, so we decided to forgo the surfing. Quite frankly, there was not a lot to do in Taitung. So off we headed down the coast and over the mountains to Kaohsiung. Check out the next video in our Taiwan series for the exciting city of Kaohsiung.